Because after taking an 18-point lead into the third quarter, the Knicks would find themselves in a dogfight because these Raptors came to life, locked up the Knicks in a zone. Malachi Flynn starts popping off. Gary Trent starts popping off. And ultimately, Al, we would find ourselves down in the fourth quarter, actually trailing. So who will we go to get us some buckets? We had Alec Burks coming in the fourth quarter. He was stumbling and bumbling to the finish. No point guard. We need a point guard. We know that. Julius did his best to lose it for us. But in the end, he made the right pass. And where did he go to? Of course, he goes to number 9 to save us once again. Against his hometown team, R.J. Barrett would once again deliver for these Knicks, put some respect on his name. 3 for 6 from downtown, 7 of 12 from the field, 19 points and 5 dimes. RJ saved us from ourselves and got us a W, man. Knicks win 102-96. Even it up at 500. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP, Alex Retaros, the Stratocast in here. This is Knicks Post Game Live, presented by Manscaped. Number one show for the fans by the fans. CK's off tonight. Ashley is on her way back from SNY. Al, I thought for the first time in NBA history you would have an actual draw, an actual tie game, because it just did not seem like either team wanted to win this game, bro. It did not seem like either team wanted to win this game, man. Give me some thoughts, man.
Oh, my God, man. You thought this was going to be an easy one? Knicks never make it easy, man.
Never
My
easy,
God.
bro. Never easy.
We had an 18-point lead, and then we lose it, and you let the Raptors go up by, like, somewhere between 5 to 7 points.
Yeah.
It's, like, in the third going into the fourth. Like, what's going on? What's going on here, man? Like, nothing. As you always say, it's cardiac Knicks, but thankfully we were able to pull it out. Randall came to life. RJ, honestly, I think after RJ heard what Anthony Edwards had to say about him, not taking the last shot, he's just been playing on a whole other level, being clutch, being a closer, everything you want out of this kid. He is the right corner 3 god. Mm-hmm. Just everything. Every time he hits that shot, beautiful, man. Beautiful shot, beautiful form. But ultimately, Knicks win it. It was a nail biter. It feels. I don't know why we can't just have like a simple game and just come in back.
On a Sunday, man.
We just had a good one.
We just had a good one. I was just trying to relax on this Sunday. You know what I mean? I had the inhaler locked in the drawer. I didn't take out the pacemaker was locked away. I thought I was just gonna coast on this Sunday. It was a beautiful day outside. Man, oh man, can't make it easy. You had the Raptors who played in Cleveland last night, flew into town. Gary Trent had a monster game last night, 44 points. So I was concerned about him. And he would turn it up in that third quarter. I don't know what happened to Siakam. He fell all the way off a cliff, but that's another story. That's their problem. In the third, Knicks had it coasting, bro. Knicks were coasting. The ball movement was crispy in the first half. You had RJ and Julius sporting new hairdos. It was New Year, New Me type of style. They were styling on them out there. The ball movement was crispy. Noel was in his bag from beginning to end. Let's give him credit there. Noel was definitely patrolling the paint and holding it down for us. And the defense was clicking. We had an 18-point lead going into the third quarter, bro. But the Raptors turned on the switch, our Achilles heel, our kryptonite, and that is the zone. And they mixed it up. They went 2-3. They went 1-3-1. They went 1-2-2 sometimes, or maybe a box one. I don't remember which one that was. But they gave us different looks and stymied our ball movement. Everything just completely stopped. We stopped moving the ball. We missed a ton of open shots too, bro. Let's be real. We left a ton of open shots out there. For some reason, we just can't knock down shots against this team. Wide open looks we missed. Go ahead, bro.
No, it was just, that third quarter, as you talk about, once they went zone, and you saw Derrick Rose just chucking up shots and just trying to get his own thing, not really swinging the ball anymore. Same thing with Julius when he came back out on the floor. And then on top of that, in the fourth quarter, like, we took too long to get the ball to RJ Barrett. There's a lot of it gets to a lot of ISO play once it gets to the third quarter with this team. I don't know if it's just gassed or once you just start seeing the zone, they just don't know what to do and how to attack it. Just they are reluctant to take that foul on like that 15-foot jumper, which will help break it, and it just leads to the same issues we have every single game, which is why we just have to why we always get into these deficits, man, and we
Always.
have these close games where we don't need to have these close games.
Always,
It's so
always, man.
frustrating.
And I mean, is there anyone whose shots at the rim is more snake bitten than Derrick Rose, bro? I'm talking about almost all his looks, either rim in and out. I mean, they go down, drop back out, but D Rose just has a problem finishing. He didn't really have a good go tonight. Burks, we tried to close with Burks at the point. Right, to the Peyton detractors, your coach is trying to get you there. He's trying to get us to the finish line with some more shooting and floor spacing. He had Burks out there, not a natural point guard, but he can still get it done. He threw it away a couple times, couple bad decisions that he made. He had one good look where he found Julius on the baseline cut, which was great. And that, gave us some space. RJ did find Burks for a three-pointer with 3 minutes left to put us up 5. And then Julius found RJ there for the 3 to basically seal it. But man, this was an absolute disaster, bro. Absolute disaster. I didn't think either team really was looking to win this game, man. Honestly.
Nah, it looked like that. Absolutely. I don't get it. I thought it was all over once Alec Burks turned it over and Pascal Siakam.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Pascal double dribbled.
Yes.
2 double dribbles in one game.
Dribbles in one game, bro.
One by Reggie going down. I'm like, what are you?
Yeah.
It was a 3-on-1. What are you doing? You could just swing it around, and then Siakam just bailed us out. So thank God for that.
Thank God, bro. I don't know what happened to Siakam, bro. He went from being like rising star to kind of average, man. I'm not sure what's going on with him this year. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what's going on with him. Go ahead, bro.
No, I think what's going on with him is that you had him. He was in the COVID protocol. Rebecca was talking about earlier tonight where he lost weight and he's playing quicker, but he wants to put on more muscle because he likes to use his body when he gets into the paint and just to be a little bit more physical, and he can't. And I think he's just trying to recover. And you hear about the whole Nick Nurse situation where they got into a whole argument earlier this year. So I think there's just some old animosity and like everyone's trying to figure themselves out as the season's going on. They're also living in Tampa and still trying to figure that out as well. It can't be easy for them when you're used to playing in Toronto and now you're down in Tampa. Some of them have their families down there with them, some of them don't, and it's just a whole different routine. So I think all of that with this season going on, I think that's why. But hey, I'll take that double dribble though. That's all that matters.
I'll take it because up 2 with 11 seconds left, Alec Burks turns the ball over. And it gets into Siakam's hands, who pushes it up the court and double dribbles. Julius gets the inbound on the next possession, gets fouled, and makes both of his free throws. So, it's a completely lucky win, man. Lucky to get out of there, man, because this was an important game, bro. This was a very important game. This is a team that, yes, the Raptors are out of the 10th spot, but they're still fighting. And you can't count them out because I still feel like they were shorthanded tonight. There was no Van Fleet, no OG. No Barnes, which was even more reason why the Knicks should have put these guys away early, especially the fact that they got the Lakers coming in tomorrow on a back-to-back. But, they're fighting with the Raptors for that spot, and you have all these other teams in the East. I mean, again, 4 through 10 is a dogfight. You cannot leave these opportunities out there when you have a team on the second night of a back-to-back, shorthanded, having a lousy season, trying to come in here and take a win from you. You just can't have that if you're going to make the playoffs. You can't have it, bro.
You can't have it at all. Look, we've been 2 games in a row. We've been lucky, right? Even when against Memphis, they weren't hitting their free throws down the stretch, giving us the capability to come back in that game. I don't know what's going on with this team. We're getting the wins, which is good because it's going to help us with this playoff push that we're going through right now, obviously. But we can't be playing like this. We can't have the third quarter doom. I thought we were past that. Clearly, we're not. And it's just rough. It will be a rough sledding until the end of the season if every single game is going to come down to the wire with losing, just blowing leads in the third quarter and then having to dig your way out in the fourth quarter. That's not like this is where good teams can just maintain leads and just coast, especially when your opponent doesn't have OG Anunoby, they don't have Fred VanVleet, as you pointed out. They're down guys. They're down 2 of their starters.
Big time.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense how you allow these guys to stay in it. So
yeah.
But End of the day, a win's a win. Move on to the next one. Hopefully they can clean some stuff up. Got the Lakers tomorrow, as you pointed out. You saw what they did to the Nets. I
Yeah.
don't know which team's going to show up tomorrow. Whether Horton is going to be on his game. How's Drummond going to play? It's going to be an interesting one
McLemore play
tomorrow for
well. Yeah,
sure.
yeah. You know that Laker team, they've been trying to search for a consistent offense, but their defense has been carrying them since LeBron went down. So we definitely are going to be in for another tough fight, man. They play tough regardless of who's on the court. You know, Caruso balls out. They still got KCP. They Wes Matthews and things like that. So we'll definitely touch on that later on. But to this game, Trent was the guy I was looking for. He ended up starting to turn up in that third quarter, finished with 23 points. So that had me a bit nervous. And then I was looking, I saw the Flynn matchup on Rose. I was like, I don't really like this. Rose breaks down later on in the games, and defensively, he's a bit of a wild card, and he can be had. And Malachi Flynn had a couple nice moves on him, and gave the Raptors that momentum. Flynn and Trent really gave the Raptors the momentum late in the third. And like you said, we were down by 7 points, bro. And luckily, they took away one of the Flynn three-pointers because they said that he stepped out of bounds. I didn't even know that they could review that after that was done. I didn't even know that was a reviewable play.
I didn't know that either. And then when I even saw it, they had to really freeze frame it and like zoom in to see that his heel was on the line.
Yeah.
Because the first go through, I was like, this is another questionable call by the refs, but it looks like he's in. But thanks. But then you look back at it, he did touch the line. But hey, I'll take anything to get this going. And I think the biggest thing though for like the Knicks to get through this is Nerlens Noel's defense, getting those block shots, is making everything difficult. Gotta give a little shout out to Elfrid Payton with 5 for 7 for today.
Yeah.
You mentioned it where Tibbs he might be listening to the fans and hearing that we want Alec Burks, another player playing point, but Payton came out, was pretty efficient tonight. The way he was attacking the rim, helping, getting the ball moving. He had that nice find for RJ just below the foul line for that easy land. So we got a good 17 minutes out of Burks tonight. And then Randall had his
17 minutes out of Payton. Out of Payton, you mean?
Yeah. That's what I meant. Sorry. 17 minutes out of Payton.
Yeah.
But Randall tonight, something's been up with Randall, man. It's since that injury, he hasn't been playing like himself. Like he was 1 for 8 from 3. And ever since that injury, he's in the low 30 percentage when it comes to three point. I think just before today he was like 32.5%. It's got to drop now from going 1 for 8 for 3. You see that there's something going on, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's still playing hurt, but you can see that he's not playing with the same vigor that he has at the beginning of the season and just right after the All-Star break too. But we got enough out of him to help as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think I liked his energy to start the game. He came in with the Travis Scott braids. He's feeling it. He knows the fans know that, when he gets the braids in, he's trying to turn it up a little bit. I liked his energy. Decision-making wasn't good, especially late in the game. They called him in some double teams and forced a couple turnovers on him. So his decision-making wasn't that great. And then, he did find RJ late. Luckily he found RJ late in the game to really seal it. But overall, he's just got to make quicker decisions, especially when the pressure comes and the double teams come and so on and so forth. He's just got to get the ball out of his hands a lot faster.
Absolutely. And I think tonight, something that, for us, the second unit usually plays a lot better than they did. Like Derrick Rose, 4 for 10, you pointed out earlier. Burks, like he had
Burks
clutch shots going
overall, he wasn't great tonight.
Yeah, but overall he wasn't great, going 2 for 9 from the field. Quickly, we only got 1 for 8, 1 for 6 from the 3.
Yeah.
And then we had a knock sighting. Didn't do much. Toppin, I thought he was about to slam that one down. I was about to get hyped.
If Obi caught that one-handed alley on the dude that Anthony Edwards outlined in chalk, I don't know if that kid could have made it back to the league, man. Catching 2 bodies in 1 year like that would have been rough. And the Obi one would have been worse than Edwards, I think. You know what I mean? But he, as you said, Tibbs did go Kev when that zone was killing us because we needed some sort of shooting out there. Now, Kev, I don't think he got a shot attempt off, but he did get to the free throw line and went 1 for 2. So at least you give Tibbs a little bit of credit for not, forcing Obi in there when we needed more shooting and got Kevin there. You wish at least I wish that Kev could get more consistent minutes, especially when we need the shooting out of the zone for earlier than later.
Yeah, and I think part of it is also that Tibbs is trying to still. I know we're more than halfway through the season. I think he's still trying to like kind of gauge what to do with this roster.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no true like off-season training camp. Everything was condensed. There's not a lot of practices, as Randall pointed out in that JJ Redick podcast. So just trying to get everyone in and trying to get everyone in the right situation with limited training and limited practice time. I think it's a rough situation just to put that all in perspective. But I would like to see Knox to get a little bit more time because he does have a good 3-ball. And when we have a zone, why not just go to someone who can shoot instead of Obi Toppin just moonballing a lot of these shots, someone that can actually connect. I agree. Knox should be getting a little bit more time. We should just see, like, especially when it comes to transition too, because he can run, he can do all those things.
Agreed.
I get it that Toppin is this new regime's pick, and they want to make him a priority in development. But in games like this, it was good to see Tibbs switch it up a little bit. It's nice. Hopefully we get more of that moving forward.
Hopefully. Let's salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP the Franchise, Alex Ritaros, the Stratocast in the building. This is Knicks Post Game Live. #1 show for the fans, by the fans, presented by Manscaped. Let's get those likes up. We got 1,300 in the chat, Al, so let's definitely get those likes up. Before we get to the phones, let's salute some of the super chats that have come in so far. And my YouTube dashboard is killing me because for some reason it erases them. But let me scroll up in the chat. It says, Paul Robinson says, who got less moves, Giannis or Siakam? Yeah, Siakam just has not been looking right. Emil Beaumansour sends us an Australian super chat. He says, just imagine when RJ is the main feature of the offense. He is a bad man. What a win. And I've been counting this so far, Al. I think in his last 7 games, he's now 21 of 30 from downtown, if I'm not mistaken. 21, we'll go back and count individually, but 21 of 30 from downtown, bro. Remember in this Raptors game, that was probably his worst game of the year. New Year's Eve, I believe it was. And it was like a funeral, man, when we did this game. The people were, trade RJ, he's terrible, he's lousy, blah, 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 blah. Yo, he's one of the hottest 3-point shooters in the league right now. You got to put some respect on this kid's name. I had to switch the cover art for tonight's show from Julius to RJ because he's been that damn good, bro.
That's a fact, man. He's been torching it up. I mean, I was at the Boston Celtics game where he went 6 for 6 from downtown. He was just stroking it, man.
Facts.
This season, or what was it, last season, we discussed that RJ needed to improve his jumper. And at the beginning of the season, we saw that his 3-point shot wasn't falling. It's like, just go to the mid-range. It'll take some time. Maybe next season we'll start seeing 3-pointers fall. Now it's just fall.
Yeah.
Feels like almost every month he's taking another step forward.
Yeah.
And this is just
confidence, man. Confidence. I mean, you remember the first Miami game, he didn't even play in the fourth. Because Tibbs went with Bullock, he went with Burks. I think Rivers IQ in there. He was searching for shooting, and that's what Tibbs kept saying after those 2 Miami games. Then when they were like, no RJ, he said, I'm searching. And without throwing him under the bus, he was really saying, I need more consistent, reliable shooting out there. And ever since then, I mean, he's been on a tear from around that time, but ever since then, he's been locked in, bro, completely locked in. And again, it's just, his confidence is up. You like that. Love the fact that, again, in the end of the game when we needed a playmaker, he made a solid play to Burks off the baseline drive, whipped it out to Burks to the top of the key for 3. That was clutch. And then delivered for Julius, man. Another corner 3 to basically put the game away. So RJ's just leading, man. At 20 years old, he's being a leader for us, bro.
20 years old. I can't wait to see when he's in his prime, man.
Yeah.
The league's not going to be ready.
Facts.
He's giving me so much confidence that I could just say the league's not going to be ready for him.
Big facts, bro. I want to shout out Blood of the Panda. He says Broadway Barrett is crisp as a Caesar down the 4th. With the Blood of the Panda, he has found strength. Obi next, #chocolate closer, #Obi Avengers, #free Obi. All right, so Blood of the Panda wants Obi freed. All right, I'm gonna read the rest of the super chats. I gotta do some digging in YouTube. We're gonna get Ashley in here, but let's get to the phones right now. And first up is Zahim from Brooklyn. Zahim, how you doing, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. What's going on?
So good today, man. I don't know why the Knicks keep making these games so hard. And ever since Anthony Edwards talked shit about
whoa, family show, bro. Family show, bro.
Sorry, my bad.
It's all right, man. You're a new caller. We'll give you a mulligan, man. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he has gotten a lot better this year, and I just feel like the Knicks should run more plays for him. Like I hate Alpha Payton. I just want to see RJ with the ball more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree. But to Tibbs's point, Payton didn't close. He went with Rose and then Burks. Payton did not see how many minutes did Payton log tonight?
17.
17. I mean, we can't keep going back to the Payton well, man. It's been a common punching bag, but when the game has been within reach or counted, he's not out there. So, your coach is making adjustments. Now Burks is out there trying to do what he does. He's not a natural point guard, but he can get the job done for you. And we got the W, so I guess that was that. But he almost cost us that game, man. Burks finished with 3 turnovers, probably all 3 in the fourth. So that was tough. But again, as we said with Noel, 4 block shots tonight, 9 points, 13 rebounds. Thought Noel was solid, man. Sometimes those blocks are kind of empty out because he'll get like dominated on the boards as well. But I thought tonight he was solid all the way around.
No, he was an anchor tonight. Every block shot was key and big. It definitely shifted the momentum when he got block shots, and it led to either us scoring in either transition or gave us a better position in the half court set. So Noel has been playing more than admirably at this point after Mitch has gone down. And since whether it was with a hand injury and now the foot injury, Noel has stepped into being that defensive anchor that we've needed for this team, being that true rim protector. So, hey, kudos to him.
Yeah.
Love the effort. Keep on doing it. I mean, there's some nights where he doesn't have it, but tonight was definitely he was feeling
he was
it
big
all the night.
He was big for us tonight, man. So salute to Nerlens Noel and salute to everybody in the chat once again. Let's get those likes up. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Remember, tonight's show is presented by Manscaped, the #1 men's grooming tool from head to toe. Fellas, the spring is in the air. We are now in April. Flowers are coming up. The grass is coming up. So very important to trim those hedges, and that is with the Lawnmower 3.0. This is Manscaped's #1 tool for below the waist. And what I love about it, Al, it comes with a ceramic blade, skin-safe technology. So you cut down on those cuts, man. It's very safe in that regard. Comes with an LED light. You know what I mean? Whatever you're into, if you want to do it in the dark, you could certainly do it as well. Waterproof. You could do it in the shower. And like I said, if you're into that, you could do that as well. Good battery life. Very good battery life from charging time. And this thing will last you a good couple of weeks. So very handy in that regard. And Manscaped is giving you guys 20% off plus free shipping with promo code Knicks. Go to manscaped.com, enter promo code Knicks for 20% off plus free shipping. And with the Lakers coming into town, Manscaped is also partnered with Alex Caruso in a fight for testicular cancer. So they're doing a promotion together as well. So salute to Caruso, salute to Manscaped for doing that. Fellas, make sure you're getting your checkups, especially if you're around that age. And man, so salute to Manscaped. We're going to get Ashley in here. And let's get back to the phones. Angel from Philly. Angel, what's going on, bro?
Yo, CP, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's good, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Hey, what's going on, Alex? How you doing, bro?
Good. How you doing, Angel?
I'm good. First things first, man. Hit that thumbs up for your boys, man. Stop playing and hit that thumbs up.
100%, bro.
Definitely, man. I'm definitely just want to give you guys an extra shout out as well because earlier Ryan Arteta was on the show, so definitely got to show some love to Meta World Peace, man. Thank you guys for the opportunity. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm so thrilled that we won this game, man. Like that 40 to 15 run by Toronto just had me pulling the hair off my head, bro. I mean, I was just like, man, what is going on? We got these rivalry, won them, and it shouldn't have been as hard, man. It shouldn't have been as hard, but you know what? This is the new Knicks, man. The old Knicks would have gave up that game and just got blown off the floor. But obviously, this is the gritty Knicks, man. We play hard no matter what, whether we winning or whether we down 4 points. It was definitely good to just see us come back and win this game. But I thought the three keys to this game obviously was Noel's defense because, I mean, like, he just did his thing, man, and I thought, at the end of the game, with Burks hitting that timely shot, with RJ passing him that ball, I thought that was clutch, man, because we needed that shot.
Yeah.
And, in the end, bro, like, RJ Barrett, 9 got hit in that three, man. You can just tell his confidence has grown.
Big time.
You could tell that he wants it. And it's just so good to see him hitting those buckets, man, because he deserves it. And, in the end, it wasn't pretty. But, the fact is that we won. We got the Lakers coming in tomorrow. And I hope we beat them too, man. So therefore, when you go on that Matt Kellerman show, you can throw it in his face.
I need some ammo.
Bro.
I need some
but,
ammo.
Listen,
Facts.
Right. But thanks for taking my call. I know you got some callers, man. Appreciate you guys, and y'all have a good night, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it, Angel. Angel came through double duty today, Ash. Angel came through. He was chopping it up with Meta World Peace. He was part of the team tonight. You know what I mean?
He was. I don't think he saw me though, because he didn't say hi.
Yeah,
so.
Facts. Ooh, I mean, jeez, Angel. Angel's
Oh,
what got straight.
I didn't see
He's still on the line.
Oh,
We thought we lost him. Angel, what's going on, man?
Hey, listen, I actually got you guys on the phone. I couldn't even see that my future wife was on the show. I'm so sorry, Ashley. I'm always going to show you love. Me and Maul, you're my queen. You're the queen of Philly, queen of New York, and you're the queen of MIA. So, of course, I would never do you like that. So, I definitely got to show you love as well. And obviously, I'm proud of you too, so don't ever think I would ever do you wrong like that. That's how I roll. But
Right, bro.
and I think you was on SNY as well, so I'm gonna definitely watch that as well. Show you some love as well.
No doubt, bro. Appreciate the call, man. Ash, how was SNY tonight?
It was good. We got to talk about the Knicks, and listen, the Knicks are much more fun to talk about when they're fresh off a win.
Big
so
facts.
that was a good time.
What you think about the game?
It was frustrating, but not too frustrating. You walked away with a win, and that's at the end of the day all you want is a win in your column. But it is definitely something that I'm concerned about because you can get away with that with a team like the Raptors, who are a far cry from the championship caliber team that we saw when Kawhi Leonard was there. And they're dealing with their own issues internally and things like that. You can get away with that with some other teams, but sometimes you can't. I mean, the Timberwolves are a much more inferior team than we are, and we lost them. So it's these down to the wire games, especially when you have a lead of double digits, that I find frustrating. If you look at the numbers, which, numbers don't lie, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. At halftime, the Knicks were shooting 40%, the Raptors were shooting 31%. And which is way below their average of 45, which is where they like to be comfortable this season. Towards the end of the game, if you look at the box score, the Raptors jumped up to almost 42%.
Came alive. They came alive.
They came alive, and you allowed them to. And that's a 10%, roughly a 10% jump, which means, especially in that third quarter, we saw it. The Knicks weren't contesting shots. We had great ball movement, but what good is ball movement if you can't score? But what good is not being able to score and having a top 5 defense if you can't prevent the other team from scoring? They were just too comfortable out there, weren't contesting shots. It was just a mess. And shout out to Nerlens Noel because he held it down.
Nerlens held it down big time.
He was the reason that we were able to go ahead and turn it around in the fourth. And of course, my RJ, my 9 god, he just continues to impress me every single game. It's just the laser focus that he has. He never worries about the game in totality. He takes it one play at a time, and he's always looking about what he can do at that moment, not what's already happened, not what's going to happen in the future, but what's happening right there. And that corner 3 for him is becoming his sweet spot, and it's fun to watch that unfold.
RJ's locked in, man. Good points. And they went on a 40-15 run from being down 18 in that third quarter to being up, I believe, 7 in the fourth. It was a 40-15 run. And as you said, this team was basically asleep coming in from Cleveland the night before. And they turned it up on us, man. This game could have very easily been a loss. Could have very easily been a loss tonight. So great job by RJ coming through in the clutch with a clutch assist and a clutch three-pointer to close that out. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. As Angel alluded to earlier, man, we had Meta World Peace for a live pop-up interview today. Me and Ash tore it down. Meta tore it down. It was a great show. If you guys were here with us live, it was a fantastic interview. No joke, one of the best to date on this channel. Available in podcast format as well, but also available on the channel. So TM and the mods, if you can drop the link in the chat for the people that want to catch the Meta interview, definitely want to catch that one. All right, back to the phones we go. DJ from Staten Island, what's going on, bro?
Yo, hit that thumbs up button for your
All
boys.
day.
Listen, before I even go to the game, I just want to say, Ashley, that dude, King Simp, like I might have to. He might need a new nickname, like Jesus Simp, God Simp, something of that nature. But I just want to say, besides
Oh,
that,
leave Angel alone.
No people Angel, but dang, man. Anyway, back to the game. I don't know what happened to Siakam. It's funny that earlier this season he was arguing with Nick Nurse because, my God, he fell off a cliff after Kawhi left. And I just really want to talk about RJ. I just want to talk about RJ. The kid is only 20 years old. Right now, if you look at the stats, the last 5 games, this kid is shooting on a different planet right now. Like, shout out Anthony Edwards. He's trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's not because of anything he did. It's not because of his performance on basketball, man. I just can't wait. Like, I hope you saw all the management, the Knicks management after the game. They right there. I hope they really commit to this kid because I could see it now, and I'm not calling him Harden-like, but if you give this kid some shooting when he gets older, the floor, if you open up the floor and give him the lanes, he can make it happen, and he's built for this. That's what people don't understand. When you're in New York, you got to be built to withstand all adversity.
And built for it, bro.
I don't know why they're not giving him respect. But when you go on Max Kellerman, CP, when you go on Max Kellerman, just make it about an RJ Barrett show. No hired guns, no superstars. Just who on the Lakers has a kid that developed like RJ Barrett that actually kept?
With no true point guard, bro. With no real point guard.
Yeah, with no and I listen. I can't even bash Tibbs because he's finally doing what I asked. He's going with the Bullock, Burks, RJ lineup. I love that. I know Burks was shaky, but I want this to be the closing. If it's not going to be those 3, then it's got to be IQ. It can't be Peyton, and obviously you already related to it. Rose his body can't withstand that. Yeah. But that's what I wanted to say. We got a big game tomorrow. Hopefully they win, so you could be on the show on Tuesday and just kill Mac. Ashley, I see what you're doing. This ain't no simp love. You're still a sis, but this ain't no simp love. Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody have a good night, y'all. Hopefully we get this W tomorrow, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, with not as ideal spacing as you would like for him and no real point guard or effective point guard that could get him going, RJ's doing a lot, man. He's doing a lot with a little in his second year. And as I said, it looks like 21 from 30 from 3. Tonight, he was 50% tonight. 50% against the Grizzlies, 6 for 6 against Boston, as you were at that game out. 67% against the Nets. Efficiency, man. Absolutely efficiency. And then the free throw numbers are there. The free throw numbers are absolutely there as well. So RJ's having a fantastic season, and that is, if you're going to play the macro game, despite what they do this season, his development, his growth has been a major win. And that's a positive sign for us for sure.
Absolutely. And from the Pistons game, I just ran the numbers. He's shooting 69.6% from 3 since the Pistons game. Wow. He's shooting 70% from 3. It's on 4.6 attempts per game. That's insane.
Yeah.
He is on fire.
He's working, man. He's putting in that work, bro. And then that's what Tibbs said. You know, he's got the shooting machine by the office, so he wants to be great. You know what I mean? He cut the throat too. Him and Julius was on that New Year, New Me swag tonight, man.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They're in that, was it the playoff push premium haircut plan? Like,
facts. RJ got the tape up. Julius got the Travis Scott Cactus Jack look going on. That's what I'm saying. They came out this game guns blazing. My boys were swagged out, man.
Is still out on because I don't know if I'm digging.
You're not feeling the Travis Scott look.
I liked Cornrow Randall. I feel like it worked. I feel like it was swaggy. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, you want to switch it up as long as it doesn't, you know, absorb your powers like the Monstars in basketball. Then I'm fine. But I did like Cornrow Randall, just braided to the back, easy. That's how I rock. So.
I hear that. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. DJ in the chat said there's 1,700 people viewing and only 200 likes. Ash, you got to talk to the people, man.
Listen, guys.
What's going on right now?
I feel like there's 1,800 people.
1,800.
There's only 528 likes. I need more than that. I need you guys to hit the thumbs up for my 9God, #9God. Ryan Rodriguez says, CP, he has a business proposition for you. He says, if you want them likes up, we need to do a dating show called King of the Simps with and Simp fans.
We working on it, man. We working on it. Might have to push it to the summer. Like we in the midst of a playoff push right now, but we working on it.
We got a lot of things on.
Yeah, we got a lot of things on deck, man. We got a lot of things on the plate, but the dating show is definitely one of the ideas. It's gonna happen. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. We got to figure out how to make it good. Anything on KnicksFanTV's got to be good or it can't be done. You know what I'm saying? So we'll figure that out and make sure get the people a good show. So to everybody,
and Angel says stop calling him King Simp. It's Goat Simp.
He's claiming it. He's claiming the title. Let's go up to T-Dot, man. My guy Manny in the building. T-Dot, Manny, what's going on, bro?
Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it.
No doubt.
Calling in. I'm a long-time Knicks fan, but I moved to Canada. But I've been a Knicks fan since the '90s.
Nice.
Been following your show for a bit. Just want to say you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you, bro. Thanks a lot for supporting us, for sure.
One thing I want to talk about, and I want to get your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Randall, the last few games. Every time we depend on him to win games, he seems to always have concentration issues, either arguing with the refs, losing the ball here and there. Have you noticed the same thing, and do you think he's our best closer?
Yeah, it was something I was talking to Max Kellerman about a couple weeks back on his show after the Nets blow up. When he was arguing the call, when they called him for the travel and stuff like that, he just has to lock in. It's part of being mentally tough is trying to block out the adversity, whether it's from the other team or from the refs. But if you're gonna keep drawing at the refs the whole time, that's not gonna help you when it comes to closing time. You got to lock in mentally and focus on helping your team win. As far as if he's the best closer, I want to see your countryman. I want to see RJ get a little bit more looks to be that guy to close the games when it matters. But it's hard to take the ball out of Julius's hands sometimes. He's been on All-Star. He's kind of earned that right this season. So as much as I want to see RJ get that look, I'm not surprised that it goes to Julius. It's just his decision-making down the stretch just has to be better. But give credit to Julius. In crunch time, after he made his mistakes, he went to his guy, went to RJ for the corner three, and that basically won us the game. So, he had the best of both worlds there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Agree.
I definitely feel like... What is it?
Go ahead, Ash. Go ahead.
No, I definitely feel like Julius, sometimes he is the opposite of RJ, where he gets in his own head. I think his frustration, and you can understand it in a sense because Julius has been in this league for a long time. So you feel because you've been in this league that you're, deserved a certain, or you're owed rather a certain level of respect from the refs. And you don't get that like he sees some of the other guys who maybe have come up in the draft class with him, or people, his peers and things like that. So it is frustrating. It also is just the nature of playing in New York. It's the nature of the beast. You don't get the calls you're supposed to. Sometimes you get screwed on the calls. And, Randall just has to do a better job at what RJ does and just take it step by step and stop trying to fight everything. If it doesn't happen, it's not going to you're not going to change it. 9 times out of 10, arguing with the ref does not change the call. You just get it off your chest, but it doesn't really do anything. Yeah. It's already happening. So I think Randall just needs to kind of get out of his own head a little bit and just take it play by play and not worry about all the little intricate details along the way. It's not even worth it.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, man. Al, what do you think about how we've been handling the closing situation this season?
You made a good, like you said, like Julius has been playing at an NBA All-Star level, so you got to go to him. But at some point, we are seeing more of RJ just being able to do it and just handling the closing duties at this point. So I just rather go with him because he's been consistent for the last couple of games. And to Ashley's point, like Randall starts to get in his own head when he gets down to the wire, whether it's making ill-advised passes, whether it's just not even boxing out. Like we've seen games against the Nets where you allow Jeff Green just to beat you out for a box out, or even
Jeff
Tobias
Green
Harris,
turning up on him.
Just stuff like that. That is, you're losing focus in the key moments. Maybe that's because he's playing too many minutes. Maybe that's because he's exhausted and he's been playing. He's in the top 5 with RJ, and just like how many minutes they've allocated this season. Maybe that's starting to wear and tear on him. I don't know, but at this point, like he's deserved it for how he's been playing this season. So I think it's starting to go towards RJ because you want like more consistent shooters, guys who can hit the free throw. They even start going to Burks too in crunch time too. Yeah. So I think it's just a nice even balance. It's just trying to figure it out each and every single game. I think Tibbs is not trying to make it so predictable, so that's why he's just going back and forth with either Randall, Burks, RJ. So
yeah,
just trying to see who can fill those shoes.
Cut down on the ISO at the end for sure. I want to shout out Mark Kent Luis. He says I peeped Leon Rose dapping RJ after the game. Franchise Barrett. Shout out to Nick Fury. He says we survived gut check tonight. Julius put in the braids and stopped smelling himself off them all-star vapors. Time to get back to that grimy vibe. NY grits all day. Salute to Nick Fury. Salute to everybody in the chat. Of course. Gilbert Fuentes, appreciate it. Alan Berman says, salute, great interview with Meta World Peace. RJ's development alone is enough reason for Knicks fans to be excited. This kid is the real deal. We're legit point guard away from being a major problem for the rest of the league. Hashtag 9God. Salute to Joshua Carrick, $20 super chat, says, love the show, fellas. What do you think when the game is close in the last 2 minutes? We have just awkward offensive possessions, either Randall over dribbling or turnovers, even out to timeouts. Is it the lack of a true point guard? Yeah, I think that, it's part of the conversation we just had. I think, part of not having a quality point guard is a big issue. And again, it forces Julius to make decisions, and they're throwing the double teams at him, and he's got to make them faster. So again, between RJ, Julius, Burks, Tibbs has got to figure out how he's going to close. But it's the sign of a 500 team, just not having enough talent to get it done. But you have a rising star in RJ Barrett, no doubt about it. So that's definitely a plus. Michael James Jordan says, we'll take this win. Referring back to the Meta World Peace interview, I would love to see this team run the triangle variation of it. Knicks. They do. They do run a variation of the triangle. It's been known that Tibbs has run a variation of the triangle. And as Meta said, teams like the Golden State Warriors, like the Spurs, and even Tibbs, you got to run some, not all of it, which is what he had alluded to in our interview today. So, again, catch that Meta interview. What's that, Ash?
Big key on not all of it, because all of it can take you 2 years to learn, which we do not have.
That's exactly what he said. So, great job on him. John Michael Prego says, shout out Kendrick Lorando, 11 for 11 free throws. 9God's bag gets deeper every game. The Nerlens post game needed the who we beat instrumental on the back. Rest in peace, DMX. He went in. Yeah, Nerlens was solid, man. Nerlens was definitely solid. Let's go to Flint, Michigan. Stan, what's going on?
What's going on, y'all? CP, Ashley, Al. Put your thumbs up in the chat for your boys.
Let's get it, Stan. Stan, you had called in. You had called in last week.
A bunch of people up in here. I'm all the way in Flint. There should be a bunch of people up in here.
Yeah. Wait, were you the same guy that called from Flint last week?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt. What's going on, bro?
Watch the game. Wasn't too happy in that third quarter. But my man RJ, the non-God, Billy Barrett, came through and did his thing. Y'all was just talking about being a closer. RJ needs to be the closer. I understand that Julius is the man right now, but he doesn't have it at the end of the game.
Yeah.
You need somebody with that attitude. That's somebody that's just going to come in there and just do what they got to do. Julius just doesn't have it right now. Let him find people that's willing to take the shot. It's like he's unwilling, or he loses the ball, or he turns it over. Like, just give Barrett the ball. Especially when we're in these close games, especially games when we shouldn't even be this close in.
Yeah.
We definitely shouldn't have been this close in this game. But I just want to say I love the show. I just want to hear your thoughts.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I definitely agree. And again, back to the point guard situation, even Julius, having to he's been our engine. He's been our number one playmaker this year. As I said, his assist to usage ratio has jumped through the roof from last year to this year, and that's been a positive sign because he's making his team better. But where's that point guard that can make him better? You know what I'm saying now? Where's the guy that could get him good shots in rhythm late in games? You saw that with him and Rose when Rose first got here. That was going. And when Rose started those 3 games for Peyton against Sacramento, Golden State, and I forgot who the third team was, they had some chemistry in the pick and roll and in the pick and pop situation. You want to see that even later in games, like just getting Julius better opportunities in rhythm so that he's not forcing the issue himself. I think that'll go a long way for us.
For sure. And since CK's not here, I'm going to say it. Bring Lonzo Ball. 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, the issue is like Derrick Rose, like we know it's 25, 27 minutes a game that he gets, and we just don't have enough point guard depth to help Randall and everyone else on this team be in rhythm and be organized when the game matters most. I'm sure Tibbs would love to have Derrick Rose out there for the remainder of the stretch, but if you're going to only play Peyton, 15 minutes, you got to go somewhere else. And Burks is the other option that we'd be going to. He's been okay. It's nights like this where you're ready to like kill yourself when you start seeing turnovers late in the game. Mm-hmm. And this is not the first time, right? We've seen him do it. We saw it against the Timberwolves game. He loves to do that like hook swing pass when he gets right by the foul line and just easy just for the pickings for anyone on the wing. But I'm sure Tibbs wants Derrick Rose to close. It just, unfortunately, once he gets past 25 minutes,
23 tonight.
It's going to be a situation that will be addressed this offseason. Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah.
I think it's real. 23 minutes again for Rose tonight. He struggled most of the game. Like I said, his shots just weren't falling. But defensively, Flynn gave him some heat in that third quarter as well. And then we closed with Burks. So I don't know if it's a situation where Rose gets that look in the playoffs, but I don't know. The way he's trending, I think this is what you can expect from here on out in terms of the minutes allocation, and this is what he can give you. So, again, just a position that needs to be upgraded. Tommy Beer on Twitter says, over the Knicks' last 5 games, RJ's averaging 20.8 points per game while shooting a scorching 61% from the floor, 70% from 3 last 5 games. 80% from the free throw line.
You see this smile? This is the I told you so smile.
Big facts.
And I just love the fact that everyone is now calling him 9 God, because when I dubbed him 9 God, I got a lot of feedback.
Yeah, it's a little flack. So some people didn't like the 9 God nickname.
Feeling it, but now every time RJ hits something or in the chat, I'm seeing 9 God this, 9 God that. Also, to other Knicks people who shall remain nameless, you did not make up 9 God. That happened here first.
No. Air him out. No.
I made it up.
No, we need names. Who's claiming
I'm
the title?
I'm not calling out names, but those people know who they are. I dubbed him 9 God on this very show.
Violations. Absolutely.
Run the tape.
Easily. I mean, whoever's trying to claim that is out of their minds. There's no chance.
Out of their mind. The ball don't lie and the tape don't lie.
No chance. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. If you guys are new in the chat, you just heard my guy Stan checking in from Flint, Michigan, out in the Midwest. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. Jay Renee in the chat says 9 God isn't Ash creation. Yeah, it was. 9 God is. It's very mixed though. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But it's very mixed. It's catching on slowly though. Anthony M says Broadway Barrett 9 guy. Yeah, I'm more of a Broadway Barrett type of guy.
Just to give you a little bit of backstory, I call him the 9 guy because he's from Canada. Drake is the 6 guy. RJ's the 9 guy. I just felt like it flowed better. I mean, obviously you can call him whatever you want, but 9 God is catching on.
It could be more Drake hate. You know, Drake gets natural haters. It just could be the Drake hate
if
just
I hear
spilling
9
over.
God in a Drake song, I'm gonna flip out. Okay, let you know right now.
Surprised if Drake takes that.
Sue Drizzy, man. Sue Drizzy. Any hashtag news? Chubby Dom, what's going on? His team hashtag new. How you feeling? Who else we got in here? Salute Nick Fury, of course. Castle King 187. He says hashtag new today, and he gives the Dr. Evil emoji in the chat. So yeah, salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody that came through to the Meta interview for sure. We got NVG Get Money Inc. says Toronto leads in worldwide pressure. Ask Drake. And he threw up the Canadian and Jamaican flag out. So we got one of our peoples in the chat. You don't know, big him up. You know what I mean? Yeah, throw your cities in the chat as well, man. Let us know where you guys are checking in from. We'll definitely shout you guys out.
Look, they're already dropping Drake lyrics. It says, turn that 6 into a 9. Listen, I'm telling you.
Shout out Josh Carrick as well. Another super chat. He says, West Harlem represent. He said, Ash, I'm coming for the Simp God title. But seriously, he said, LOL. But seriously, what are we doing with Obi? Is it just me or does he look lost in the court? I can't tell if it's lack of opportunity or he's just bad. No, I don't. I think Obi's been coming around a little bit. You know, I think he's been coming around a little bit. What do you think, Al?
He's definitely been playing more aggressive and playing more confident the last couple of games. He's not, doing anything. I would say he's not like putting up crazy numbers or anything, but you can see the confidence is getting there. It looks like he's gone from being afraid of making mistakes to just trying to play his game. And I think we just need to be a little bit patient with Obi. I mean, he came from Dayton where he was the focal point of the offense. Mm-hmm. Now he went from being the number 1 guy to being a role player. It's quite a shift where you're playing 30 plus minutes a game in college. And now you're getting 12, 15 minutes a game and you're a role player and you're getting certain minutes and certain plays. Not even a lot of plays ran for him. There's not a lot of transition for him. There's not a lot of pick and roll for him. He's not getting a lot of post-up matches. And when he does, he doesn't have the strength necessarily to back down everybody. Right. So I think he just needs an offseason. He needs time to get adjusted. There's no reason to sound the alarm and be off Obi Toppin. He just needs time. And when you start seeing games like we have the past couple of games where he's just trying to be aggressive, puts the ball on the floor, starts doing something, it's like, all right, cool. You're getting acclimated to the game. You're getting more confident. That's the big thing is confidence, right? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Like even when RJ was shooting poorly at the beginning of the season, it's all about confidence in this game for the most part.
Yeah, facts. And again, only two points tonight. No free throw attempts. That's the area where I want to see, even if we're not playing to his strengths, we may not be spacing the floor well enough for him. We may not be getting out in transition well enough for him or pushing the pace for him or playing in that pick and roll game with an effective point guard. He still should be able to get a couple free throw attempts in his minutes. Now, there's only 5 minutes tonight, so he barely got in. But I think he was trending well up until this game, just in terms of making the most of his minutes and being effective in those minutes and attacking. So I think, as you said, we got to be patient with Obi. The season has been a success where you don't really have to dwell on his lack of success just yet. So he's buying some time, thankfully. So we'll have some patience, Ash. As Meta said, have some patience, and maybe next year will be better for him.
And this was one of the reasons why I pushed for him in the time where he was just kind of just lost, he was lost, for him to go down into the G League, because I was thinking future. Had Obi gotten the reps in that G League, who knows what kind of player he would be right now at this moment, how much more beneficial he would be to the offense and the defense if it would have made a drastic difference. Obviously, now you don't know. Hindsight is 2020, but that was also one of the reasons I wanted him down there, is because Tibbs wasn't utilizing him the way that he needed to be utilized for his development. Had they sent him down someplace where he was able to go ahead and get that progress, get that ball rolling, he could have been a lot further along right now. We really need him in the push for the playoffs. But obviously, that's in the past. But that was one of the reasons why I pushed so hard for that. So now you only have woulda, shoulda, coulda, and thoughts of what could be. So
well, maybe with a full season next year, full summer league and whatnot, we'll get him back on track. But we got to upgrade at that point for sure. Back to the chats. I want to shout out our city chat. Salute to Moises Roman checking in. How you doing, Moises? We got Chubby Don checking in from Queensbridge. Christian Carmago, Ridgewood, Queens. What's going on? We got Flashguard 180 checking in from Orlando. Jared Dowdell, speaking of Sin City, he's checking in from Vegas. Tony B. Li, what's going on? We got Boxing Trav, Laurelton, Queens, stand up. How you feeling? Mosul, Uptown. Speaking of Harlem, we got Mosul, the wine god. Deliveries. Go check out Mosul. He's delivering in your neighborhood. Check out Wine by Mosul. So definitely check out Mosul. Mosul, throw your website in the chat for the people. Make sure that they checking you out. Ashley, you want to shout out in the chat?
Shout out Chuck D in the chat. Everyone was asking for him. He is officially in the building, guys.
Chuck D has joined the mosh pit. Throw a hashtag PE in the chat.
Shout out to all of my KnicksFanTV crew. You know that I love you guys. Shout out to all the hashtag 9God. Shout out to everybody shouting me out who is watching me and watching KnicksFanTV right now, and they see me on SNY. I appreciate you guys for watching. Shout out to Brooklyn, shout out to Queens, shout out to Staten Island, shout out to Harlem, shout out to Manhattan, shout out to the Bronx, shout out to all of New York City in the building tonight. We got the win. It's a good night for Knicks fans.
Yeah. We got Bob Ward checking in from London, UK. All right, so Bob is up late, man. Up early, actually. Maybe getting ready for work. I don't know. But salute to Bob. Salute to all our people in APAC, Australia, the Philippines, New Zealand, everybody up there. Salute to you guys. Al, anybody in the chat you want to shout out? You got your chat open?
I got shout out to Jeffrey Vasquez. Just do it. Jocelyn Green Fox. Shout out to Peter Bowen. Shout out to all the mods, KnicksFanTV Dave.
Definitely.
Shout out to Ari, the Shells, Greg, George Jones. Shout out to all you guys in the chat.
Just Do It says they're checking in from Taipei, Taiwan. No doubt.
Ooh.
We got Lex Malek checking in from St. Lucia, too. Okay, so salute to everybody, man. Worldwide, we out here heavy. Speaking of worldwide, let's go to Atlanta. Twan, what's going on?
Hey, what up, bro? I'm a new caller. I just called onto the wave about a couple months ago, but I'm rocking with the show. So
no doubt.
Really appreciate the everything y'all doing. But I just want to touch on the game and just on the progress of the Knicks. First, I want to shout out to Noel, man. It's kind of easy to get unnoticed a little bit with everything with RJ and Quickly and Julius and everything, but. We've been kind of holding it down, you know what I'm saying, lately with Mitch and everything else. So, you know what I'm saying, just want to stay shout out to him.
Yeah.
But also, I know everybody was talking about the closer situation last couple of calls, and that's what I was kind of wanting to talk about too. I think I like to see Rose close a little bit more. I know he's got like the minutes restrictions and everything, but I think like he's a definite certified closer. Obviously, not the same Rose, like from his rookie year and them years in Chicago, he was coming down the lane banging, but he's still like a closer and he's still a finisher and still, draw contact and ones and he's solid at the line. So, and I think he's also good spacing, you know what I'm saying, for Randall and also RJ. And I just like to see, I like RJ stepping up too, like the last couple games and, you know what I'm saying, and like his progress is his whole, like the last couple years, like I didn't see him like, doing this like this year, like this early, like closing games and stuff like that. I was thinking like maybe next year, but like he took a big jump this year, like even with his jump shot and just like him like being comfortable with the game. Like I feel like last year, like he felt the pressure a little bit, just like being coming out of Duke and just jump into that role, like because you're looking for a savior, hard body last year, like what I'm saying. But, like, I like the direction we're going. Like we figuring it out. We got our identity. Tibbs is kind of wow sometimes at night, but he's been doing a little bit better lately, but he's still Tibbs and he still got his style, but nonetheless the coach is way better because probably like last year, 2 years ago, games like these we would have lost and probably lost by 20 points or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But these games we were like figuring it out, and at least the last couple games we lost those gimme games that we should have had, but this year at least playing way better and having way better chances. But yeah, I think I want to see Rose close a little bit more, and I like that little lineup that we had this tonight closing. But yeah, I want to see Rose because I think that will open up the floor a little bit more because he's still a closer and he's still a threat. You can't double Rose, and then with RJ going how he's going now, you can't double on him now either. And then I think once everything's big, because I think now people are figuring out Randall too, because they know that he's left-handed and they're clogging that left side up for him. I think that's what's kind of frustrating him too. You know, he's spinning to that left and they're there, and he's like, oh, and then it's like, so. And then also too, you got to think like a lot of this is a new role for Randall. Like this point forward and all this is kind of new for him. Like, and this is like big a lot time for him. You know, at one time you actually be the man, the all-star, the franchise, put on your back, hold games, and kind of like, you know. But that's good that RJ's stepping up and that we got somebody that Rose and the Burke. You know, Burke was off tonight, but you know it's gonna be like that. But we winning these dogfights, and that's what we gotta be prepared for. Coming up.
Yeah, man, and appreciate the call. I think with Rose, it could be a situational thing. But these last few games, it just seems like second half, he just runs out of steam, man. You know what I mean, guys? I just think Tibbs is reading it. And, again, it just seems like once he gets to that 25-minute mark, that's it for him for the night. So, I don't know. I'm not sure.
He did say he's on his last legs.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the things he said when he, left Detroit was he's on his last legs and he wants to be part of something that has some signs of life, you know, unlike what was going on in Detroit. So, and this is what I said when he joined the team is you can't expect a lot from him. This is his last lap around the track, if you will, last few laps, rather. So what you get from Rose is what you get. You know, when he's on and he's great. And when he's off. But you have to expect that with somebody who's towards the tail end of their career. Now, if this was Derrick Rose years ago, this would be unacceptable. But where he is right now, it's just the nature of the beast. You just got to take it for what it is.
True story. So to everybody in the chat once again, we have 1,500 people in here. Let's get up to 1,000 likes before this show is over. Number one show for the fans by the fans. This is Knicks Post Game Live. We want to welcome everybody in Team #New. Welcome to everybody from around the world, wherever you guys are watching from. CP the Franchise, Ashley Moss. We got the Stratocaster, Alex Rataros in the building. Remember, the show's presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com, enter promo code Knicks for 20% off plus free shipping. Also, at the end of the show, I got a big announcement for regarding the show this week, so make sure that you guys stay till the end because it's going to be very important to hear this announcement, so just make sure you stay to the end. We're going to wrap up shortly. I want to salute Maxwell Walter, sends us a super chat from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and he says, I just want to shout y'all out as legitimately I look forward to this show after every game, and man, RJ's development is crazy. No Obi or Peyton slander tonight, no energy for that. So salute Maxwell Walter. Salute to the rhyme animal Chuck D. Once again, he says, I entered the pit during the night of the living third quarter. I saw our lead go down like an iceberg in St. Kitts water. We played 2 games in every game. We cannot let Max's Lakers beat us. Tibbs says, play through this growth pain. Man, that's a fact, Chuck. It was a third quarter of doom, man. 18-point lead, completely wiped out. I thought it was going to be an easy night. I put the inhaler in the drawer. I didn't need it tonight, but by the fourth, I said, oh, man, cardiac Knicks are back, man. So never a dull moment. So
definitely shout out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. The site of one of my favorite shows of all time, Breaking Bad. So,
Breaking Bad.
And also, I see we have some people from Japan in the chat. Shout out to you guys on your big Masters win. Congratulations, making history. That's a very big deal. Congrats. You love to see that. You love to see sports expanding and making history.
Salute to everybody from the land of the rising sun, no doubt about it. Also, salute Euro De Niro. Says, my biggest fear right now, Obi gets traded and then becomes a Knick killer like many of our former prospects.
Oh God!
Oh man! I mean, we're a long ways away, man. I can't think about
way too far for those type of conversations.
Can't think about that, man. Oh, speaking of Chuck and as well as myself, you guys, The Athletic has come out with a 8-part series on the Knicks post-Ewing years. It's called Shattered, and it basically documents some of the key events of the post-Ewing years. And check it out, man. It's a great documentary. Chuck did the narration. I'm featured in a couple of later episodes. I'll let you guys know when that comes through. And we're definitely going to do some content around that, some reviews of each of the shows. So stay tuned for that. But if you search in your podcast, whatever platform you use, if you search Shattered by The Athletic, or The Athletic Shattered. It'll come up. And it's a good documentary on the post-Ewing Knicks. So definitely check that out. All right, a couple more calls, and then we're going to wrap up. Let's go to Scrooge from Brooklyn. What's going on, bro?
Good, man.
What's going on, bro?
Shout out to the one on CP. Hold on, man. Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to Siakam on that double dribble. You know, it was good. Big double dribble. Shout out to Siakam for that. Thibodeau tonight did good, man. I like how you put in Knox so they could stop with the zone. They were killing us with that zone in the third quarter. I like how you put in Knox to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
They go back to man. It kind of opened up the floor a little bit for them to go back to man so they could get back in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And RJ, man. Listen, he's a year away from really being a real closer. Right now, he still got to develop. He's getting to be our closer, but he still got to develop. Like as in for like dribble, off the ball dribble, and hitting the shot at the end of the game. On the pass, of course, in the corner, he gonna dagger that. He's starting to develop that more. But as in for like what he needs to develop in, as in dribbling, comes to dribble and closing the game out. That's where it's gonna get to the nitty gritty next year. Mm-hmm. He's gonna develop all season. I'm pretty sure he is. So I just want to say that. Shout out, thumbs up, get 1,000 likes.
Let's get to it. Appreciate you, Scrooge. Right. Appreciate it, man. Have a good weekend, man. Thanks for calling in. Daniel from Jersey, what's going on, bro?
Okay, wow, mi gente. How you guys doing?
Okay, what's going on, bro? How you feeling, fam?
Man, I got a feeling when RJ Barrett caught that three, so he caught that pass from Jules, I think it was the same feeling as Mariano Rivera coming through from the bullpen.
Yo, I was gonna throw a Mariano gif on the Twitter, man. It was that nice from a closing standpoint. It was nice, man. It was nice, bro.
Man, I started playing Sandman, like poise on this guy, man. Poise, the confidence, the patience, the resilience, like it's unparalleled in the rookie class. Like I really think RJ Barrett is the most mentally strong. He always answers. And I think, like, at this point in the season, we saw Julius's development as the most important in the season, but now I'm starting to think RJ's has become even more important for us, especially in the future. But don't get me wrong, man. Julius has done great, and he's still finding ways to contribute. And I just want to ask you guys a question. Since we're about one game off from the 5 seed, I think it was, and we're a couple of games from the 9th and 10th. So at this point in the season, what would you guys prefer? Would you rather go up to the 5th seed and have a chance to get past in the first round of the playoffs?
Yeah.
Would you rather pump the brakes after we eventually locked up a playoff spot and try to fall in the lottery and then try to win 2 games so we could get in the playoffs? All right, I'll hang up. Thank you, guys. Rip DMX. Knicks gonna give it to you.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. And Al, we'll go around the league, but I mean, to me, as I've said, you know, you want to get into the 4th or the 5th if you want to have a truly special season, right? You get into the 4th and the 5th, and maybe you see Boston, maybe you see Miami on one of those teams, and you get a couple games, and maybe even win a series. You know what I mean? That can make this really turn up. Now, we're not going to dodge the smoke. We're not running from nobody, but we already know that 6, 7, 8 is going to be very challenging, for lack of a better word. So 4th or 5th is ideal, but everything is neck and neck. Right now, we're in 8th, but I think we're about a game out of 5th. Al, how the standings looking right now, bro?
As of right now, you got from 4th on down, you got Atlanta Hawks, you got Charlotte Hornets, Miami Heat, Boston Celtics, and then you got the New York Knicks. And we're from the 4th right now, we're 2 games out of it. You got Hawks at 7.5, Knicks are 9.5. But right now, between 5 and 7, it's just a game back. We're just a game back. So, of course, you want to be in the 4th and the 5th because I'd rather be matched up with the Hornets, the Hawks, Boston, someone around there because we can make that a series.
Yeah. As
you pointed out, CP. If we got to go against the 76ers, the Nets, and the Bucks, that's going to be tough sledding. But to get to the caller's other part of the question, get into the lottery and no. Playoffs is the best development for this team and just creating a winning culture. So let's stay far away from the lottery and even some of the best teams that we've seen. You don't need to be in the top of the lottery to create such a good team. It's all about development and creating a good, stable culture for teams to be successful.
We're at 500 right now, 27-27. We're in the 8th slot. We're a game back of 5th. You have the Hornets, the Heat, the Celtics, and the Knicks. No, you have the Hornets, the Heat, and the Celtics, all one game ahead of the Knicks. All one game ahead of the Knicks. Now, the Heat own the tiebreaker against the Knicks. Boston beat us, so we're tied 1-1. That last game of the season is going to be major for both teams. The Hawks are playing very well. Shout out to Trae Young. Trae Young, I think he dropped a 40-piece last night. Hawks are 4 games over 500. They're locked in at 4th right now with 2 games up on the Knicks. Hawks are in 4th right now, 2 games up on the Knicks. Hornets, can we catch them? You know, we're right there. We're right there. But the Pacers are gaining, man. Pacers are only 1 game out. Pacers are in 9th, 1 game out. The Bulls are in 10th right now, and we're 5 games up on them. Sorry, 4 games. We're 4 games up on the Bulls.
Thankfully, the Bulls lost tonight, and the Hornets also lost tonight.
Okay.
All of the Hornets played the Hawks, so the Hawks are trying to create that separation from us. But I'm expecting the Hornets to drop because they're without Gordon Hayward right now, as well as LaMelo.
And LaMelo,
so, yeah. So that should be a team that is going to be dropping down. But the Miami Heat right now, they won. They defeated the Trailblazers. So it's going to be an interesting race to the finish. That's for sure.
And Go ahead, Ash.
You know, the new format for the playoffs and looking at this right now, first of all, anything after 6, there's no guarantees for anything. So obviously, if you want somewhat of a quote unquote guarantee, you got to be 6 and up. I actually think, you know, styles make fighters or styles make fights rather. And I honestly would take my chances if I can't get in the 6th or the 5th. I would take my chances in a 7 versus 8 because if you look at it right now in the East, 7 right now is Boston, right? Who's in 7 right now?
Is Boston. Yeah.
Boston. Okay, so we're 8 right now. So the way that the playoffs are in with right now with the play in or whatever, 7 and 8 play each other. It's a best of 3, I believe, and the winner advances.
Well, it's 7 and 8 play, and then 9 and 10 play.
Yeah, so 7 and 8 play, 9 and 10 play. The winner of 7 and 8 goes on to play the winner of 9 and 10, and it's some weird type of thing. I actually wouldn't. I would take my chances in a situation like that, depending on who would be in that 7th or 8th spot. Say we're 7th and 8 is Boston. Boston doesn't look that hot. Say we're 7 and 8 is Charlotte. Charlotte doesn't look that hot. So I don't think you have to go ahead and attack these games with the mindset of, okay, we got to get in 5. We got to get in 6. I think what you roll the dice and you trust the team that you have and you see what you can do. Obviously, you're not going to go all the way. Obviously, you're not going to sweep any teams. Obviously, you're not going to the finals. You're not going to the conference finals. So why not go and get down and dirty and see what you can do? This is New York grits. You want to get gritty? You want to get gully? Do it in the play-in if you have to. Just, it is what it is. There's no tanking. There's no trying to find the sweet spot and try to go the easy route. We're not doing that anymore. You want to go and be in the playoffs, you want to play in New York, you're going to do it either the easy way or you're going to do it the hard way. Whatever you want.
Strength of schedule, we are 5th right now. So the schedule's getting tougher. We're 5th toughest schedule according to the combined winning percentage of our remaining opponents. We got 18 games left. Still got 2 games left against the Suns, a game against the Clippers. Remember, we got that tough road trip where we are in Houston, in Memphis, in Denver, Lakers, Clippers. That's going to be a brutal West Coast road trip, and then we got to come home against the Spurs and then play the Celtics to wrap it up. So it's going to get tough. If you look at some of our competitors, you know, Boston is ranked 15th in terms of strength of schedule of their opponents. Miami 19th, Charlotte 21st, Atlanta 25th. So of those teams, with Indiana 20th. So all of those teams we're fighting with, quote unquote, we have the 5th hardest schedule. But anything can happen. You know, it's the NBA. It's an any given Sunday type of thing. You don't know who's going to be playing what games, who's going to be resting what games. For example, the Laker game tomorrow. Not to say that's a gimme, but, you know, there is no LeBron, no AD. But so we're just going to have to play it out and see how it goes. All right, 2 more.
7 plays 10 and 8 plays 9?
In the play-in, let me pull that up right now.
7 play 8 and 9 play 10.
Yeah, let me pull it up right now real quick.
Because the chat's saying 7 plays 10, but that wouldn't make any sense to me.
We're going to get it to him.
8 and 9 plays 10.
We're going to get it to him right this second because 7 plays 8.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Somebody's saying 7 plays 10 and 8 plays 9. That doesn't even make any sense.
No.
7 and 8 play. 1 wins.
Yeah. 7 and 8 play, right?
Uh-huh.
With the winner earning, I hate this ESPN thing when they do these videos that pop up late. 7 and 8 play.
Uh-huh.
The winner earns the 7th seed.
Yes.
The losing team goes to the game 3, basically. 9 and 10 play. The winner goes to game 3. The loser's out.
Yes.
So basically, the 7 and 8, the 7 and 8 game, you're gonna get 2 chances to make the playoffs, right? So if you win, you're in. You get the 7th seed. If you lose, you play the winner of 9-10 to get the 8th seed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 7 plays 8. Somebody was saying 7 plays 10, 8 plays 9. That's not right. 7 plays 8, 8 plays, and then 9 plays 10.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. So so that's that. I like the rules. We'll see what happens, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys, for your squad. JJ from Brooklyn, what's going on? We got Jay Boogie on the line with JJ from Brooklyn. What's going on, bro?
What's good? How's everyone doing tonight, man?
Good, man. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. First, man, CP, you and Ashley, incredible interview with Meta World Peace.
Thank you, bro.
Incredible. So shout out to you guys for that great interview.
Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. I got to talk about RJ. It's so impressive, this kid, how he's improving every single game. He literally became one of the worst efficient shooters from 3 to probably one of the best right now. He's over 39% right now. It's incredible how he's improving from 3.
Yeah.
Now he's also a guy that he's a guy who can catch and shoot now.
Yeah.
Before, this year we were like, is he ever going to be a catch and shoot guy? That's just going to make the offense even that much better. And now it doesn't limit what you could go for in the off season, because if he's a catch and shoot guy, it just makes things so much easier. And I got to say this, man, the Randall thing, I'm just so tired of him late in the game. I'm sorry. It's just garbage offense. It's just boring. It doesn't work. I want RJ to be the closer, either him or Quickly. I don't like it with Burks late dribbling. He's kind of shaky. RJ, it's just unbelievable the way he's improved this quick. So, Anthony Edwards, ESPN, just keep up the nonsense, keep up the trolling, because this kid's just going to thrive off it. I guarantee you there's so many NBA players that are way more talented than RJ, but are not going to have as great a career as Barrett. They don't have the mindset he has. They don't have the work ethic. This kid's just built for it, especially being a Knick. He's just got everything you need. In the all season, I would say the one thing I wanted to work on more, a little more than anything else, is the handles. It's a little shaky at times. If you could just work on that. I know it's not easy to develop a much better handle, and finishing with the right, definitely that too. But he's just improving every game.
He's getting better, man.
It's just really impressive. And last thing I wanted to say, in the off season, I know it's a little early for that, but if we could snag Lonzo Ball and then get Trent, I know they're both restricted, so that's kind of hurts us because, they can match. But
Trent's going to get
we
the
could
bag.
those two. Lonzo's only 23, Trent 22. I would love it, man.
Yeah, Trent's going to get the bag, bro. I would love to get Trent. He's going to be a killer. He already is. He already is, man. He's stone cold. I like that kid's game a lot. Gary Trent Jr. is a beast. Dropped 44 last night. Came through big time in the third quarter. Dropped 23 tonight. He's having a career, man, with Toronto. No longer in the shadows of Dame and CJ out in Portland, even though I liked him with those guys. But he's going to have a good career, man. He deserves a bag, and he's going to get it. All right, we're going to go to the closer and then stick around for one important announcement for the show this week. Also, hit that like button. Let's get up to 1,000 likes because we got the closer, Jay Boogie from North Carolina in the building. Jay Boogie, take us home, bro. What's going on, man?
Salute to everybody. Salute to the team, everybody in the chat, man. Everybody watching, everybody listen. Salute. If you're not a watcher and you're not a chatter, salute to you too. Salute to anybody who ain't never had a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man CP, the young Fred Williams, and see we got my man the young Franco Harris, and see what we got right there in the middle, giving us the sweetest taboo. Yeah, y'all see the young shot. They see back again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that needs to be shouted out, man. Shout out to Chuck D with the DMX thing.
Facts.
DMX, man, you rest in heaven, man. God knows you don't left us a lot, man. It's because of you, a person like you. That's why I go extra hard. DMX ain't never not went hard. Anytime he was touching the mic or anytime he was touching an interview, he ain't never not go hard. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And shout out to, you know what I'm saying, to Mr. Towns. You know what I'm saying? Today was the bad anniversary of 1 year, man. You know, Towns passed away with that thing. So please, everybody, man, please, man, make sure you stay healthy and safe. Make sure you protect yourself, protect your home, man. Wash your hands, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. That thing is out there real heavy. It don't care who it is, and time and tide to remind you, it is not racist. It'll get at anybody that it wants to, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to my man Noel, you know what I'm saying? The AKA the Marvin Webster, the Windex wiper, AKA the shield wiper, AKA, you know what I'm saying? The put your name on top of the head like you used to do back in public school, you know what I'm saying? That man is protecting that rim like he's supposed to protect it, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no easy layup, you know, he's scraping everything he can and he's keeping it in play, you know what I'm saying? To turn it into a fast break, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everything you're doing, you know what I'm saying? In the absence of Mitch, you know what I'm saying? You keeping us, you know what I'm saying, well protected back there, you know what I'm saying? And I can't give up on Julius or any of y'all talking about giving up on Julius. Julius is the reason why we here. So if he's gotten tired right now, you know what I'm saying, the man's supposed to be tired, man. The man been going off since game one, and the tip first started at the beginning of the season. I love what RJ is doing. He's doing his best. He's coming along real surprising. You know what I'm saying? That's a major all-star in the future, man. But he's getting all that what he's getting right now through Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? He's learning to make the shots through Julius. He's learning to play off the double teams to Julius, and he's taking advantage. But without Julius, man, we are not nowhere near right here where we're at, man. And still in on, I gotta give Burke some props too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to get Burke some props, but let me tell you, how many guys you can find in the NBA right now that come off that bench and play the 1, 2, or the 3? I love Gary Trent game. I put Gary Trent on the map, but Gary Trent can't play the 1, but he can play the 2 or the 3. Norman Powell, he can't play the 1, but he can play the 2 or the 3. That man came in here and played the 1 tonight, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't even bring Rose. He told Rose, sit back, relax, man. We need you tomorrow against the Lakers. That's why Rose ain't come back if those didn't notice, you know what I'm saying, why he come back. He getting ready for this back-to-back. He didn't bring Quickly in there. He ain't bring, you know what I'm saying, Brandon Jacobs, a.k.a. Peyton. I call him Brandon Jacobs, the one-cut man, you know what I'm saying? My man played the point, you know what I'm saying? This is a big win. This is how you step on somebody's neck and eliminated them, you know what I'm saying? You're not in the first year going to take over Boston. You're not in the first year going to take over the Knicks. You're not in the first year going to take over, you know what I'm saying, Philly. But right now, we can take over Toronto like we just did. Yeah, we handling that business. Washington ain't nowhere in sight, you know what I'm saying? I think we separated 5 games from the 11th spot, you know what I'm saying? So we know for a fact we're going to be playing in, but we don't want to just play in. I'm pushing up for that number 6 spot. That's in reach, you know what I'm saying? I think 7 out of our next 9 games is at the crib. We can handle our business and make us a game. I ain't scared to play against none of these guys because all these big boy teams everybody talking about is a tough schedule. The games that we lost, we gave them away. Nobody beat us. We blew games, you know what I'm saying? So that gives me the confidence that, no, we can do what we got to do and handle our business on that court, you know what I'm saying? I got full 100% belief in our team, man. I got full 100% in Leon Rose. I got full 100% in Tom Thibodeau. I got full 100% in everything Julius and everything Randall's doing and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, putting on that court, man. I believe in the New York Knicks, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time since we got right here to the point, you know what I'm saying? And just because we get to the end of the season, I'm not letting up off the gas. And I don't want y'all to let up off the gas, you know what I'm saying? This is what it is right here, right now. And we on our way right here, right now. You got to believe and have faith. This is a learning process right now we're going through. We way over the budget. What's that, 27 wins? Come on, man. You got to be joking. They ain't even have us looking like this at the beginning of the year. All the haters and the doubters is against us, you know what I'm saying? All that ESPN nonsense. Everybody that wants not a Knick, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody's trying to come to the full circle. Nah, but we don't want a circle. The circle got to hold it. This right here is a square. 4 corners represent 360 degrees, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is right here, you know what I'm saying? and we going all the way with this right here, you know what I'm saying? So everybody keep standing up and pushing for that Knicks. Max Kelly, I'm going to see you tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Nah, house. And I'm glad we won this game because I know the third quarter, it reminded me something like the Super Bowl when the 49ers was up and the lights went out. Baltimore came. But I'm glad that we overcame what happened with the trips because Max would be talking about close the garden down, the rain in this side. Yeah. Nah. That ain't on our side. We got the good things happening for us, man. So when you see him Tuesday, you know what I'm saying, go outside that man nugget, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Be a slitherer. All you want to do is slide his face on the ground, man, and make sure and tell him to come to the show. Come to the show. We gonna let him live. We ain't gonna give him no call out. We just gonna see him on our turf, you know what I'm saying? Like the Warriors. Get to our turf, you know what I'm saying? So everybody stay healthy and safe, man. God bless you all on this Sunday, and everybody have a great week, man. Peace, and I love y'all, man. Keep doing what you're doing, and don't never stop pursuing your dreams. You can only be your own roadblock, man. But make sure you got license. You can go through it, man.
100. Woo, perfect.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
That was the best one of the year, man. Salute to Jay Boogie, bro. That was the best one of the year. Throw some fives in the chat. That was the best one, man.
Put some hashtag, you know what I'm saying, in the chat.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Jay Boogie says. That might be a new show on KnicksFanTV. Jay Boogie says. You might have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I need Jay Boogie just to read my resume when I go for a job interview, man. That's all. Like,
facts.
So I can get any job with him right behind me.
Big facts. Someone in the chat said I had to do some push-ups real quick with Jay Boogie.
Jay Boogie, you know how they have those mirrors now that you can work out with?
Yeah.
Jay Boogie in the mirror, so when you wake up every morning, he gives you a pep talk before you start your day.
Jay Boogie got to be a Peloton trainer, man.
Jay Boogie trainer, just to start your day on the right track.
100, man. 100. Salute to Jay Boogie. Definitely appreciate that. Appreciate everybody, all the callers who tuned in. Great show. Absolutely great show. Guys, yo, if you guys are looking at the likes right now, YouTube is doing something, man. I think this show is getting too hot for YouTube, fam. We dipped back down to 600 likes.
Yeah, I saw that. It dropped like 250. This is wild.
This is the second time this has happened. Everybody in the chat is bearing witness right now. YouTube has turned on KnicksFanTV. What is going on? What is going on?
I think the ops are out to get us.
The ops are out to get us, Ash. The algorithm is turning on us. This is like Age of Ultron. What is going on right now?
The Age of Ultron.
Yeah. This is crazy, man. People are seeing it right before your eyes.
Thanos.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy. Okay, real quick on the announcement before we read the super chats and wrap up. I'm going to be out next week. The show is still continuing. We're going to have a hot lineup. We got CK2K, Ashley, Alex is going to be carrying us and doing a post-game show. It's going to be a hot show. For the call-ins, we're not going to go through the regular call-ins. We're going through the Discord. Very important. We've been plugging the Discord for the past couple weeks. Now it's important. If you guys want to call in and get your takes and talk to these guys for the post-game show, you have to do it through the Discord. So the first thing you're going to do, if you're not already in the Discord, TM, if you could put the link to the Discord in the chat. Also, for those of you listening on the podcast, the link to the Discord is discord.link/KFTV. That's Discord, D as in dog, ISCORD.link/KFTV. So you're going to go into the Discord. The Discord, for those of you that don't know it aren't as tech savvy, just consider it like a giant group chat. You know, this is where we go. It's 24/7 Knicks chat, but we also have other topics that we cover. And but they also have a voice capability. So all you're going to do is go into the Discord, the KnicksFanTV Discord. And on the bottom, you might have a disclaimer first. You got to read the rules and the announcements and make sure you accept that. That way we filter out all the bots. And then you're going to click on Lounge. To talk to us, you're going to click on Lounge. From there, KnicksFanTV Dave will be waiting for you. He's going to screen the calls. You know what I'm saying? Make sure there's no Ashley ain't got no stalkers or nothing like that. Make sure everybody's clean. And then we're going to get you guys on live. It's very easy, very easy. Like I said, when you get into the Discord, if you do not see all these channels, you have to read the disclaimer first and accept the rules. We established some rules, some protocols. You know, it's not the Wild Wild West. Accept the rules, and then you'll have everything. You go into the Discord, into the lounge, and then we'll get you in from there. All right, so very important for the older people at home. You may not be tech savvy. Have your kid download Discord on your desktop or on the phone. You could do it on the phone or on the desktop, either or. All right, if your kid's sleeping right now, it's 12:30 midnight. Wake them up and make sure that they get the Discord on your phone. All right, very important. Very important. This is important, Ash, that people want to talk. You know, some of our older heads, you know, they used to dial in on the phone. This is new technology, but as I said, the Discord is also used as a group chat, and the conversation is continuing. That's why we encourage people to download the app or go through it on the desktop and keep the conversation going. So,
some people in the chat are saying they haven't been accepted into the Discord yet. Is there an acceptance thing?
No, that means if TM, just correct me if I'm wrong. If you're into the Discord and you don't see anything, that means you haven't accepted the rules. You have to click on the read first. There's literally a thing that says read first. Click on that and click accept, and then you'll be in. That way we cut down on the bots, right? We don't want random bots or things like that just jumping into the group chat. So that way we filter out all the junk and just keep it to Knicks fans who want to talk. We got mods in there that's patrolling the chat, so it's clean and you know, safe in that way.
And for everyone asking, it's this upcoming week.
This week, starting tomorrow. Yeah, starting tomorrow, we'll be out. So once again, if you want to, the show is still on YouTube. Everybody still go on YouTube. Everything is scheduled like normal. This is for the people who want to call into the show. The phone number is the switchboard is not going to be on. You have to call in through the Discord. This is what this announcement is about. It's for the people who want to call into the show. If you still want to watch the show, you come on YouTube same way, and everything will be set up the same. On KnicksFanTV, everything will still be set up. It's for the people that want to call in. You got to use the Discord. All right? If you have any questions, DM us on Twitter or respond in this video, and we'll reach back out to you with the instructions. But very simple. It's through the Discord that you can call into the show. All right, cool. That was my PSA. Appreciate that. Appreciate TM and everybody for setting that up. And yeah, man, let's close out the show. Great win, great way to close it out. Close out the week. Alex, great job, man. See you tomorrow. Go ahead and close out, bro.
CP, Ash, always good talking about Knicks with you guys. Always have a fun time. And for everyone out there, you can check out my stuff over at Hoops Habit, part of the Fan Side of the network. You can find my writing here at KnicksFanTV.com. I am working on something for the website. You can also check me out at Tally Site if you're into sports betting, and also make sure to check out the podcast, Knicks Jets, etc. We're on all streaming platforms.
Yes, sir. Great job as usual, bro. Ashley.
As usual, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ash Nicole Moss. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, All In with Ashley Nicole. I should be posting a new video this week, so make sure you keep a look out for that. Shout out to everybody who watches me, not only on this show, but also on SNY. It's so dope to be able to come to you guys in the tri-state area. You know how much I love New York. And if you guys ever see me on, make sure you take a picture, tweet at me, post me on Insta. I'll retweet, repost, all that good stuff. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Let's beat the Lakers.
Absolutely. Great job, guys, as usual. And salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up on Free Squad once more. YouTube just took away like 400 likes. I don't know what's going on. I think this is getting too hot. The channel is getting too hot. It's because the Knicks are winning, man. 102.96. Knicks get a win. Back to 500 we go. Remember, the shows are presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. Enter promo code Knicks for 20% off plus free shipping. This show is also available in audio podcast format, all the major podcast platforms, so no reason to miss it. If you can't watch us live or on video, you could always catch us on demand. We got the clips coming out in the morning for those of you that can't watch the whole show, so something for everybody once again. Let me salute some super chats that came in while we were chatting it up. Salute to all the mods. Just Do It, says #1 show, appreciate it. 49 cents. I run NY. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's beat these Lakers, man. Short-handed or not, let's definitely beat these Lakers. I'm with you guys on that. All right, let's salute all the super chats that came in. Appreciate everybody for donating. Definitely appreciate that. Oscar De Leon checks in, says RJ Barrett, a.k.a. Cloud9. Must be his nickname, Clutch Gene. All right. I don't think Ashley agrees, but okay. Maurice Baker says, I heard YouTube was doing that to other NBA content creators that did not have a direct licensing deal with the NBA. Oof. Well, I can't speak on that. Will Caldwell, appreciate it. King Matthew says, great win for the New York Grits, and screw ESPN and Anthony Edwards for talking cap about Broadway Barrett. And like CP and Ashley said, let's get that 4th or 5th seed. Sincere 1747 says, can you interview Peyton's burner account next?
Oh, God.
CL Kenrick says, 1 game out of 5th place, need this win versus LA tomorrow. Desmond Jordan, MVP chance. Broadway Barrett, damn, autocorrect. By the way, where is Iller? We haven't heard from the Canadian homer. Good point. We haven't heard from him since Iggy got waived, man. He must be taking it hard. Iggy did get waived by the Sixers. Sincere 1747 again says that boy Noel couldn't catch a cold. Desmond Jordan says, Broadway Barrett needs the MVP chance. Spin move Randall left his like mics on the telephone wire. Nah, but the only thing this team is missing is offensive sets and a point guard. Cynthia Wolf, Julius still makes me nervous when he dribbles too much. Glad he passed to RJ. Was nervous when he had to make those final free throws. The Rhyme Animal Chuck D. Oh, I read that one. Appreciate you, Chuck. Euro De Niro. Appreciate it. I read Maxwell Walter. Boston Nick. Still got the third quarter woes and no answer for the zone. But what do you think about Point Burks during the close? Burks definitely playing as closer from here on in. As a closer or decoy, I love it. Bob Ward says 5 a.m. here in the UK coming for the Simp God title.
Oh.
He says, I see you on Kellerman, the RJ of media right here. Rising star, future all-star. Big up, CP. Appreciate that. Kenny Gale says, I'm going to need Randall to stop trying to force it late game and close. Put all the respect in the world on RJ's name. Happy feet. Just needs an off season. Pal, appreciate it, pal. He says, 9 God is a Knicks fan community start. Let's go to the videotape like Warner Wolf.
That's right. Ball don't lie.
Owen and Free says, great win tonight. After some tough losses the last few weeks, feels good to pull out a close one. Definitely give 9 God that ball at the end. Great show. Angelo Carlos says, Star J. Barrett is going to the moon. I hope the league and the media put respect on his name. CP, make sure you let Kellerman know what's up. Joshua Carrick, read that one. Appreciate it. Iconic TV says, shout out to Pascal. I am your captain now. In the face, Siakam. He definitely does look like my man on that bum movie.
Oh my God.
What is the movie? It's called Captain.
I forget. Tom Hanks joint?
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. I'm your captain.
Captain Jack, right?
Nah.
No, that's all right.
It ain't Captain Ron either. That's an old classic.
It's Captain something.
Yeah. Ari, appreciate it. He says, Drew Hanlon, the real MVP, is RJ shooting coach. Charles Oakley says, no more Maple Mamba. He graduated. It's 50 Cal Barrett. I like that one, too.
Oh, Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips. That's it. Angel says, how you guys feel about refs giving Lowry a foul for slipping and fall? Yeah, that was disgusting because it was right in front of the ref by falling by himself. Ash is Queen Simp, and I'm the GOAT Simp. 9 God is Clutch, our future superstar. Knicks shot 85% from free throws. Jack says, arguing with the refs about calls can make a difference throughout the game and can have long-term differences when you know the refs like the players do.
I've never seen a player get a call reversed because he argues with the ref. Ever.
Not reverse, but I think what he's saying is, you ever see like in a game when a superstar doesn't get a call, you always know when the makeup call is coming right after that, right? Like when they don't get a call and then on the next play they get aggressive to the line and all of a sudden they get a foul call.
That's always happens, but that also happens, pressure from the crowd, pressure from the coach. It's not just the player, it's just the pressure of the surroundings that also do it. You see that in football all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a CP3 move right there.
Basically.
For sure.
Who else we got? I read this, I read that, I read that. Alan Berman, appreciate it. I read those. Jay Renee says, Steve Verner says, guys, RJ is clutch, period. Noel making a strong case to keep the starting job, even if Mitch comes back. I don't even know if Mitch is going to come back, but Nerlens is playing well. Jay Renee, glad number 30 isn't on that 4-year, $136 million Siakam contract. Rhyme Animal Chuck D says, God and Julius, get Mitch the bag and get these young gems to absorb this system. IQ Obi Knox, damn, I want to say Frank, we playing 2 games every game. Billy Bellin says, I'm a true believer that RJ's on a mission to let his game talk. I don't care what people might think, but RJ is the most complete player in his draft, and his ceiling is crazy. Hashtag 9God. CL Kenrick says, go New York, go. Barrett, Noel, and Randall, best players tonight. Put respect on the Knicks' name as we won 2 straight and back to 500. Mr. Whatever Man says, shout out to LaSalle, Meta World Peace, Sham God, and Coach Bill. Definitely check that Meta interview out. And that is all, folks. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. These were a couple from the Meta interview that I missed. So definitely shout out Alan Berman says, salute the Meta World Peace. King Matthew says, oh my Lord, Meta World Peace in the building. Yes sir, let's get it. And what's up, CP and Ashley? Angel says, hashtag Meta World Peace. It's an honor being with you and such a great competitor on the court. Name your top 2. Oh, he asked a question there. Missed it. And Paul Robinson sends a super chat as well on the Meta topic, so appreciate it. Make sure you guys check that out. And back Monday, CK2K, Ashley, Alex Tarza Stratocaster,